Siema, siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Ja jestem Ardal, a to jest kolejny odcinek z grą z Dogma 2. To widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy.
I knew you would come, Arisen One.
Dragon will appear before you when the time is come.
Look out, Arisen!
Bossem, watch out!
Hold fast to your strength of will, Arisen One.
Thy will.
Czytałem ważne informacje, że zaraz sobie to ogarniemy. A mianowicie, jeżeli jakiś pąk ma czerwone oczy, to znaczy, że ma plagę smoka i trzeba się go pozbyć. Więc zaraz się go pozbędziemy i damy sobie nowego na jego miejsce. Potrzebuję jakiegoś uzdrowiciela. Łuczniczka zawlada, okej.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
Okej.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
I właśnie nasz Lancelot o tym mówi. Mam nadzieję, że on tego nie złapał. Jakie ma oczka. Chyba nie. Jedynie czerwone oczy to właśnie są znaka tego. Zamiast dla niej bym chciał kogoś. Drugi poziom trochę słabo. Okej.
Interested in my wares?
Zamiast Danieli bym poszukał jakiegoś uzdrowiciela. Asuna. Okej, za darmo.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
This piece will make a fine souvenir of our travels together.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Okej.
Days like this.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Po prostu obchnę niepotrzebne rzeczy zaraz.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Ten czas, okej. Sobie zostawmy.
Always a pleasure.
This ladder
Podniesiemy
looks sturdy
sobie.
enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
Zmiana wyglądu, dobra, ale jeszcze... O,
Foremost hospitality in all Vernwood. Much obliged. This inspires naught but misgivings. As long as you please.
okej, nie mamy kasy teraz. 13 000. Coś jeszcze ciekawego mu kupię.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
Mystic Rope.
So before you check the price,
No dobra, trochę żeśmy go podkręcili.
just remember, mine's a... Many thanks. I appreciate the...
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
No tak, niestety nie mam healer.
Good morrow to you, Arisen.
No dobra. To żeśmy podkoksili postać. Trzeba zająć się jakimś kolejnym questem, widzowie, nie? To jest wykrzyknik.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I hope the day's treating you well.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Okej. Jakie mamy questy? Kolejny mostek. Eight Soldiers Harv Village. Mr.
Treat your ears to a tale, Bob.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a cloak?
Begartel.
So look.
And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed.
To brzmi jak to coś im przeżyli. Tylko trochę upiększone.
Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero
Potem jakaś skrzynia jest kolejna.
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
To ten chłopak.
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, master.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full.
Okej, niech ci będzie.
Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again! I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume that changes things.
Oh, well, aye. If you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the one you've been eyeing, isn't it? Go on then, take it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
No ciekawe, ciekawe. Dobra, ale... Gdzie jest ta...
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Nie to...
They'll wish they'd helped when all I serve is cruel.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I'm not getting in anyone's way.
This looks as good a place as any.
I'm not sure what's best.
This really is.
To też nie tutaj.
It's possibly different as well. Well met, son. How might I be of service? Faring well, I hope. My bed. Fancy a look at my wares?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
My feet always take me here.
No właśnie.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Ale oni mówili, że tam jakaś gdzieś drabina jest niby.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Whoa. What manner of fish?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Repast, methinks.
This day brings delight.
Seems my feet.
My legs are fair numb from walking about town.
Ah,
Slice on my road. I'm ready for patrol.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
Now that's a crowd and a hand any stick.
nie mam pomysłu.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero often by history in spite of his worth.
Nie, zyskaliśmy kas trochę.
To rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shape. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller?
Już mu dałem.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Nie mam pomysłu. Okej. Zajmiemy się tym.
Treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller. And should my story
Kolejny kłaścik.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
How are we to get through this door?
Aha. Tworzą się same. W jakimś czasie. Dobra. Wilki.
Battle is upon us! Don't think I'll stand for this. This made my day.
This town must have needs.
I idziemy dalej. O! Gobliny.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Po to. Nie walczymy z nim. Nie. Za silny. Musimy się z tym uporać niestety. Ale nie będziemy sami.
Focus your strength, Arisen.
Kurde!
I am sorry. Do not give up hope. Help will come.
It seems we have enraged our foes.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Of course. Focus. A moment of indecision may spell out doom.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Eli, wstawaj.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Cypress tusks are precious indeed. Let us endeavor to obtain them.
What good will that do us if we don't survive? You must needs focus.
I shall not fail.
Wytrzymały jest.
Arisen! Are you alright?
Ubity. Chociaż no to było trudne. Ale na szczęście się udało. Jeszcze nie zastraliśmy na miejsce. Tutaj. Aha.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Look there. I espy another statue.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Jeszcze raz. Było fajnie. Tamtędy musimy przejść. Którą?
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Chyba
Such a
zapoczekamy.
magnificent tapestry of stars.
I quite agree.
Tu jest obozowisko i to sobie... O! No, sobie obóz. Czekamy do rana.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Coś tu we mnie rzuca. Tam coś jest u góry.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Vault right there.
Oho. Nowy przeciwnik. Szczuroludzie, to jak on tam się zwał. Bardziej wymagający są. Tam się nie
was hard won.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Dobra, mam pójść tutaj. Oho.
Here we go again.
If battle cannot be avoided, it's fight or die.
Of course. One of us is being drenched.
Tego trzeba robić.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
V, how did this happen? We must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Okej.
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined.
Dobra,
consisted
trzeba
only
wrócić
of
do
ranged
miasta.
specialists.
Each to their own.
To wracamy z powrotem do miasta.
You have my protection.
Ja ich nie zauważyłem, kurczę.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Dobra.
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Wracamy do miasta, rannych jaskiń.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
A, to samo się zrobił ten Wakestone. Jego część. Dobra.
We cannot break it from this side.
True enough.
In the event of monster attack upon the city, citizens are advised to flee the vicinity and take refuge in safe location. W monster attack. I w wypadku, w zdarzeniu ataku potworów na miasto, mieszkańcy radzi się mieszkańcom, aby uciekli i znaleźli schronienie w bezpiecznej lokacji. No dobra, wróciliśmy do miasta.
Hi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend?
Okej.
Splendid. I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favor and all.
Okej.
Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
No dobrze. Moi drodzy widzowie, to by było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, zostawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema!